Flashpoints on Pacifica Radio. Today we are hoping to welcome back to this broadcast former Congresswoman Cynthia Mckinney. She's now running for the president on the Green Party ticket. McKinney says, quote, "We have to do things we've never done before in order to have things we've never had before." In a moment, we'll also be joined by Rosa Clemente, who is running along with McKinney as her vice presidential running mate on the Green Party. You may remember that it was on this broadcast, Flashpoints, that Cynthia Mckinney announced her analysis on the 9/11 attacks and what was happening within the Bush administration around that. And this program was rebroadcast around the world, quoted in the Washington Times and the Washington Post on the same day, and then she lost her congressional seat. Well, we can't reach her, but we do want to present to you this marvelous clip of her acceptance speech. And let me say, by the way, we totally invite again John McCain, Barack Obama, and their vice presidential candidates, whoever they may be, to come on and join us as soon as possible, because we have plenty of questions we want to ask them. But first, let's hear this clip from Cynthia Mckinney accepting the Green Party nomination for the President of the United States.
Women are still the overwhelming profile of the minimum wage worker in this country. 65% of all minimum wage workers are women, according to 2005 statistics. Despite the law, women still go to work every day, performing the same tasks as men, yet bring home less pay than their male counterparts. Asian American and Pacific Island women make 88 cents for every dollar earned by men. But African American women earn only 72 cents, and my Latina sisters earn only 60 cents for every dollar earned by men. Overall, according to 2007 statistics, women with similar education, skills, and experience are paid 77 cents for every dollar a man makes. Equal pay for equal work is not yet a reality for working women in this country, and the glass ceiling is all too real. I'm very proud of my second cousin, Shantae, whose mother, a divorcee, raised her pretty much as a single mom. Shantae's mother, Shara, understood the value of her child getting a good education and helped her as much as she could with university tuition. The rest, Shantae was able to secure by working on campus and with student loans. Shantae graduated from college and then took a one-year master's program in social work. And now she wants to get her PhD. But she's already over $90,000 in debt. It doesn't have to be this way, and it isn't this way in other countries. In other countries around the world, higher education is valued and is made affordable to all who want it. Only a sick government would place a banker in between a student and her teacher. An insurance lobbyist in between a patient and his doctor. Lying and spying before 911 truth and the Constitution. Only a sick government would place a wealthy family and their huge corporation and its genetically modified frankenfood peddled by force in between us and the organic food that's healthy for us to eat and that farmers prefer to grow. Only a sick government would do these things. I am no longer willing to trust the ones who are responsible for getting us into this mess to provide the solution to get us out of it. The Green Party long ago took a stand for racial justice, against profiling, against police brutality, against discrimination of any sort, and for reparations stemming from the transatlantic slave trade. The Green Party long ago took a stand for gender equity. The Green Party is a justice party, and a green vote is a justice vote. And the day after the election, if voters have been disfranchised and don't believe the announced election results, it will be the Green Party that will be there, as it was in 2004, to demand election integrity. It is for all these reasons and more that I redeclare my goals in the language of the sisters who convened at Seneca Falls 160 years ago. They wrote, "It is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their security. That declaration not only avoids the politics of the past, it contains a kernel for the future. How can those new guards be secured? Here's how. When I was first running for Congress, and it was the year of the woman, women all over the country were saying, we want our seat at the table. And when I got to Washington, I saw that public policy is really made in a room at a table. There were real seats at the table. Well, imagine what has happened to public policy making now. There is a real room with a window and a door, and there's 2 seats at the table. The window is for us to look through, while our representatives make policy for us, so we can see what they're doing. At the table, 1 seat is for the Democrats, 1 seat is for the Republicans. Now, we don't know who did it, but one of them put a lock on the door and slipped a key to the corporate lobbyists who can come and go at will and whisper what they want to Democrats and Republicans. And the result is that we, the people who pay for those seats and determine who sits in them, want one thing. But because the corporate lobbyists can come and go at will, our values get overridden and our representatives give us something else. That's how we end up.
And we're going to fade Cynthia Mckinney down pre-recorded because we are delighted that we managed to track her down, and we've got Congresswoman Cynthia Mckinney now running for the President of the United States on the Green Party. Cynthia McKinney, welcome back to Flashpoints.
Hi, Dennis. I am so happy to be with you. Even though we're on a massive road trip up the Northeast corridor, and it's always wonderful to talk to you, even under these circumstances.
Well, we want to speak with you from every corner and every nook and cranny in this country. We want many people to meet you and know you and see you. So take us along on the ride. What has this trip, this run for the president, meant to you so far?
Well, basically, it has given me the opportunity to visit 24 states. I've seen a lot of this country. I've seen a lot of the hope. I've seen a lot of the despair. I've seen a lot of the intense and fierce patriotism, and I've seen a lot of the disappointment of our people. And so what our challenge is to remove the fear and remove the doubt that people are experiencing right now. I did an interview earlier today with a gentleman who focuses mainly on Latin America, and he was asking what's wrong with people in the United States that they are not able to use the power of their ballot in the same way that people in Mexico, even though we know that Mexico had a stolen election, but they shut